Yo, salute everybody. What's good? What's good? We are in the building, man. Next we'll talk the pregame show. Knicks and Memphis Grizzlies down in Memphis tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Had to go down there and try to win the game tonight. Salute everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for coming in tonight. Listen, man, you know what can I say? My partner, he should be in the building a little later on, man. But salute everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Tough loss last night. Houston Rockets came out firing in the first quarter, gave it to us. So we got to find a way to respond and all that good stuff. But let me shout out my people in the chat. Jermaine Royce, what's good? What's good going on, Jermaine Royce? Good to see you. APAP. Crim's dad, what's good? I see you, Crim's dad. Jay Chosen, what's poppin', man? I see you a little later on. Rasul, what's good, my man? Good to see you as well. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Like I say, I'm still out here out of the studio. So on Friday, I hope we did get back to normal. But I appreciate y'all hanging there with us and being patient with me with do all this technical thing because it's not how we really normally get down. But thank y'all anyway for being in there. What's good, Daniel and everybody. Hey man, this I don't even know what to say, bro. Cats came out there last night. Seemed like they left their thought process in the first quarter, man. They got smoked in the first quarter, gave up like 30 or 40 something points. Tough loss last night, man. Just a tough loss. Not the way I don't like the way we starting games, and obviously we didn't like the way we finished the game the other night. But neither this or that, they lost the game. KD had it going in the first quarter. They just my man Terry Easton had it going. Everybody was there, man. Reed Shepard, our defense, did not come to play last night, ladies and gentlemen, in the first quarter. They tried to rectify the problem later on in the third or fourth quarter, but that didn't help any. So we took the L last night, and with 3 games in a row, all 3 games that we lost against 500 teams, ladies and gentlemen, all playoff teams. Well, one of them was a play-in team, the Charlotte Hornets, but the other 2 were playoff contenders, man. And you know what? Just didn't like the way that looked at last night, man. We're still getting off these bad, slow starts and all that, and all them things of that nature. So you just definitely not feeling good about the Knicks right now. We got to find a way to get back into some winning ways. What can I say? Slow starts are just killing us right now. This thing is not looking good. The way we closed out the season, I'm kind of disappointed in that from my standpoint because you want to kind of go into the playoffs with a hot hand. And right now, we are just not there. So we got to find a way to get it together. But other than that, man, you know what? Just another game on the doctrine after tonight. 5 games left. I guess we get to get back to the East Coast after this and try to win some basketball games, man. But that definitely was an ugly loss last night. From a lot of standpoints, it was ugly. No blaming one individual player, but guys didn't get to play ball, man. And Nobi didn't score too much. Mikhail didn't score too much. Brunson, like I was saying earlier in the pregame show yesterday, when you got good defenders at certain positions, my man Amen Thompson made it hard on Jalen Brunson last night, and Big Cat didn't really have nobody who could really deal with him. So in the second half, he really had it going. But other than that, man, this was a tough loss, man. What can I really say, man? It was a tough one. Salute to Queen Darlene. Good to see you, sister. Appreciate you coming in. What's good, Darlene? Salute to everybody. Chat Rasu, Spotty T. What's good, Spotty T? Salute to everybody, man. Like I said, Shah should be in hopefully later on. But guys, it just don't look good, man. Me, I'm the most optimistic Knicks fan in the world, but these last 3 games to get to these stellar competitions is not looking pretty good for me. So let's see if we can get back on the track. But this game tonight, Memphis Grizzlies, they're not going nowhere. If you beat the Memphis Grizzlies tonight, they still don't make me feel any better. You know what I mean? Just to the standpoint of not so much I'm not worried about what we're going to do in the playoffs, it's just the way we're going into the playoffs. After this, we got 5 tough games. After this, we still got the Atlanta Hawks. We still got Boston. We still got Toronto. We still got Charlotte. So, it's some game that we still got to go out there and beat. Everybody we playing closing out all playoff teams. Every last one of them. Other than I'll find out who's the other team on the schedule, but we just got to go out there and get it done, man. No other way to say it. We got to get it done. Because this is disappointing. But other than that, I don't want to harp on too much negativity, but it's just not a good feeling. But tonight we got to go out there and play, man. I'm not expecting us to lose the Memphis Grizzlies, but I don't think Jalen Brunson might not play tonight. I was surprised Dukes played last night. A lot of us probably thought that he wasn't going to play, but he actually played last night. Still haven't found his shooting range yet, his rhythm. But I got to keep playing and keep shooting here to come back to him eventually. Hopefully, come back for the playoffs. But I'm still a lot of concerns, man. Right now going into this thing, man. The starting lineup, I don't know. I was, thinking that early in the week. I was like, maybe my man Mike Brown might have to critique that starting lineup again. He might have to put Mitchell Robinson in there, man. Because we are getting ate up at the beginning of the ball games. So I think we got to get another defense present in there. And maybe it might be time to send Josh back to the bench, not because he's not playing well. I just think that because he might be a better served off the bench, him or Mikhail, somebody. But we got to find a way to get it done, man. Other than that, I'm still good though. I'm still knowing that it's just a part of the season where we are losing our energy, and it looks like it's more about a stamina standpoint. Because you know what, we done dropped down to fourth in offense. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Last year we were third all year. Until the end of the year, we want to drop it down to fifth. This year we've been third all year. Now we dropped down to fourth. So that's telling me that it seems like this team is tiring out at the end of the season because they're going through the same thing they went through last season, rather, excuse me. And I think we just got to find a way to rectify this thing, man, because I still believe once you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different story. But I don't like the way we close out going to the end of the season. So with all that being said, see if we can just get a win. Get a win tonight. We got to get a win. We are really no better than we were last year from a wins and loss standpoint. So I think we just got to go get it done, man. Tawan Sellers, Tawan was good. I man, appreciate you coming in, Tawan. Good to see you in the chat. First time seeing you, but still to you, appreciate you coming in. But yeah, man, other than that, man, it's just another game on the doctors tonight. But like I said, Memphis, if you take them away from lightly tonight, they might mess around and beat you. So, we haven't been bringing our A game. Like I said, last night, ladies and gentlemen, to start that game, we fought back, got in it. But I think you can't win games like that because you done wasted all your energy trying to get back in the game. Then it affects your offense game. You know what I mean? And I see the look on them guys' face on that bench. I know they was like, damn. You know what I mean? What is going on here? So, Mike Brown and that team got to, I don't know if it's a players meeting or whatever the case may be, but they got to figure it out, though. I just don't like going into the playoffs feeling like this, ladies and gentlemen. So we got to try to get this thing popping. But other than that, salute to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in. And we just got to stay patient with our team. You know what I mean? Stay patient with these guys. I hope that they turn this thing around and, get back on the on the East Coast and on things of that nature and try to, rectify this thing. So I know, ladies and gentlemen in the chat and Knicks fans all over not feeling too good about our team because you can hear it out there all on the platforms and everything, man. It's just a negative energy, rightfully so, because we losing. It's the way we losing and who we losing to. Every game we seem like why we are not coming out in that first quarter and establishing ourselves. We are literally letting teams get up on us, and then we got to find a way to use all our energy, like I said a few minutes ago. And I don't think that's a good recipe for winning, personally, to me. So I just think we got to be better at what we do, and find a way to get it done. Radu, what's good, my man? Salute to you, Radu. Appreciate you coming in, my man. But like I said, Shasha being late on, and Jaya being late on as well. So y'all just got to hear me for a little while. Just going through all the variables and everything. But what y'all guys think, man? Talk to me, man. This thing is looking scary. How you guys in the chat, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, feeling about the team right now? Are y'all losing confidence and what you think we're gonna do in the playoffs? Are you guys tapped out already? Or you still think that this team could do the things that we thought it could do, and get to where we gotta go? And let me hear y'all guys' thoughts and comments in the chat and everything like that. And I answer some of them, to be honest with you, because I do want to hear from you guys' side of the perspective. Queen Darlene said it's very disappointing how are the Knicks are closing out the regular season. That's facts, Darlene. I don't like that, man. I really don't. And I'm one of the most optimistic Knicks fans, but you got to call reality for what it is. So we got to be better, and I think we get better, but it just don't look good right now. It really doesn't, and I'm really disappointed in that because these guys seem like they not. I don't know. I don't want to say they tapped out. I might be losing the wrong word. But they're just not playing with a lot of confidence right now, and that's what it looks like to me. And I really believe it's also they starting to get tired. The same thing happened last year, like I said earlier. The Cats started off a certain way; they were third all year. Then they offense fell down to fifth. Now they right back to fourth now in a stretch of 3 games. So it looked like it's an energy situation with me. I don't really like the way that the body language is also. The body language with the team right now. So we definitely got some issues that we got to figure out. And once we figure it out, we can get in here and do what we do. But right now, we just got to take it one step at a time, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully tonight we just win the game. And I know, like I said, Jalen Brunson might not play tonight. Produce might be out tonight, even though he played last night. From what I look on the injury report and I put up there in a few minutes, he's going to be out tonight. So, with all that being said, we just got to stay focused, man. That's what it is. But anyway, it's all good, man. It's all good, and it's not all good, So we just got to stay focused, and that's what we're gonna have to do. Cleveland lost last night, so we still got a game up on Cleveland for that spot there. Lakers beat them last night, so we didn't lose too much ground with Cleveland and all that good stuff. And like Ross, who said we could beat the teams under 500. Seem like that, man. It's just bad. It's a bad time right now, man. I really don't know how to even describe this thing, man. It is crazy right now, just due to the fact the way we balling, man. I didn't like that energy last night. I think that's a referendum on. I'm going to say a referendum not only on the coaches, but I double A1 and A2 or A1 and A1 players, man. I don't know. I didn't like Big Cat's body language, even when he threw that terrific pass and to go into halftime and all that good stuff. But still, prior to that, I didn't like the body language of our team. So we just got to find a way to get this thing going, man. But I think we will. Shop Howard, my man, was good. Welcome back home, my man. What's popping?
Everything good, Devon. My bag, man. I lost track of time. I don't know what I mean. Ooh, I forgot. I thought it was in the background. Yeah, man. Everything good, man. What's going on, man? Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Devon, as always. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, indeed. But like I said, we just got some issues, ladies and gentlemen. We got to figure them out before the playoffs get here. That's pretty much what it boiled down to. Shop Howard. Now we're just talking to the chat. I was kind of asking them about how they feel about what's going on with the team. So I was just kind of responding to some of the chat comments and everything like that. So I'll definitely finish reading some more from the chat perspective.
I kind of feel like this, Divine. The team, they're not playing the best basketball, but we just came up from winning a 7-game winning streak. You know what I mean? We just coming off of winning a 7-game winning streak, and now we're on a 3-game losing streak. Okay. I mean, and the teams that we lost to were viable teams. I mean, the teams that we won the best of teams. I mean, but we won. So we just need to get it together. We're going through a little slump. And that is I don't know if you could call it a slump really, but it is what it is, man. And I think the team will figure it out, man. I think they'll come back around. This is a perfect game to get it back together. You know what I mean? And I'm not second guessing on this team right now, man. Yeah, is it looking kind of sloppy? Is it looking like things are going some kind of ways? Maybe Mike Brown got a master plan and want to go down the fourth and play freaking Cleveland. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what to say right now. That's right now the beginning of the games. The repetitive stuff that we talk about all the time is beginning games, and that is what's stinking it up. I would rather the Knicks score 36 points and give up 31 points than to give up 32 points and we're the ones at 26, 27 points. Or the other team getting 28 points and we're the one at 24 points. I want us to be always the other way. You know what I mean? I think the best way to defend for the Knicks is to keep teams, especially in the first quarter, to 26 points or less, and the Knicks 28 points or more. That's been my philosophy almost all year.
Yeah. For me, salute to Walter White. Good to see you, Walter. Appreciate you coming in, my man. Salute to you. And like I said, Dave Haas was popping, Dave. Salute to everybody in chat. Like I was saying earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we went through the same thing in a sense last year where it was hot all year. I think them guys is tiring out. I just think it's the human nature of it's the human nature of a basketball player playing an 82-game rigorous season and you played almost 70-something games. I do get it. But at the same time, I don't like the way our team been playing. I don't think that's a recipe for success in the playoffs. And like I said, you can't do that in the playoffs and go in there and be down 10 points, 8 points, because it's different in the playoffs. It's too much pressure. It's more pressure. The only thing that make me feel good that this team already been there before. They understand it. So this is a veteran team. They understand all the nuances of this playoff stuff. This ain't new to them. Don't get me wrong. They was there last year. But you don't want to have this energy. I mean, and that's anything in life. You don't want to go in any situation feeling down because it's not a good look for your morale and all that. When I looked at them dudes on the bench last night, ladies and gentlemen, I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? So they got to figure it out, and they will. But that don't mean that we like it, no, that we shouldn't like it. Because I know it's peaks and valleys through a season. I know it's some you win some, you lose some, but you still have to be concerning about the energy of the team. And I was listening to Ian Begley the other day because I'm on Ian Begley's page. I think Mike Brown was thinking about critiquing that lineup for a while, and I think he should. We cannot go into the playoffs down 7, 8, 9, 10 points. That shit don't work in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. That thing against Boston down 20 points, that don't mean that's going to happen this year against teams, so because everybody geared up now. Like I said, we are now the hunter. We're not the hunter anymore. So that these teams looking to come out there and give it to the Knicks now. And don't get me wrong, the Houston Rockets last night, they seemed like they needed that game more than us because they was reeling. You know what I mean? They was reeling, so they really needed the game. But that don't mean that I want to lose that game. I knew we would come back in the game, but that don't mean I like the way that I do. I think Mike Brown got to take and put Mitchell Robinson in there, because if you going against guys who can get down in that hole, and Big Cat is not that type of guy. I'm not blaming Big Cat. I'm just trying to make a point that he need to go back to what he did earlier. Take Big Cat out that middle. Let him do the stretch forward thing, and put Mitchell Robinson to hold that anchor spot down. Because if you notice, when he in there, all that shit don't be happening. He got to change the lineup. And if I think we don't change that lineup, we're gonna have these same results all the time. If you putting all that pressure on Anunoby, you putting all that pressure on Mikal, you putting all that pressure on Josh Hart, and to try to hold these guys off without getting in that lane. And think about last night. Who did Josh Hart have to play most of the night last night? KD, 7-footer. You know what I mean? And so you got 2 7-footers, Sergon and KD. KD out there lighting it up like that's who he is. That's a Slim Reaper. So it was tough, man. It's a tough. I think we got to go back to it. Chop out. That's just my thought on it. Like I said, I listen to Bags. He's saying Mike Brown. I've been thinking about it. I think he got to do it. He got to do it. He got to go. He got to put Robinson in that middle to protect that paint, for we won't be getting behind coming out of first quarter. I don't mean he got to stay in there long, but I guarantee you, if Mitchell Robinson at that center spot at the beginning of the game, we would not be trailing like this coming out of the first quarter, because he's not going to allow a lot of that shit to happen. And I just think that's what it is.
I mean, he's thinking with that lineup of Mitchell Robinson and Cat. You know what I mean? So maybe it's soon to come. You know what I mean? I mean, it's some things that it just ain't clicking again. You know what I mean? They are looking a little lackadaisical, you know what I mean, and struggling to get out of first quarters and have to come back all the time. It as a fan, yeah, you notice it. If you're a fan, you here you go again, man, giving up 36 points and you only got 25. And it's these 14-point runs. And realistically, like I knew that Houston was gonna come out to try to kick our butts, man. I'm gonna curse tonight. I knew they was gonna come try to kick our ass, because we kicked their ass. You remember we beat them. We came back from 20 on them in the Garden and beat them. I mean, they pissed off at that loss. They were pissed. You see the way they play. Oh man, they had the guy named with the braids. I get to it. He was sliding it up, shooting 3. He was getting busy on it. We bust their ass down in New York. I mean, came back and won. What was it, 103, 102? It was like we won like 1 or 2 points or something like that. So they wanted to beat us. And everybody that wants to play the Knicks want to beat us, because we didn't beat everybody already. Everybody we playing now, we didn't beat. Only one we didn't beat is OKC. And we gave them, the last time we played, we gave them a hard game. And this was a blowout. They didn't kick our ass. I'm using ass a lot tonight. They didn't kick our ass last night. You know what I mean? OKC, and neither did Houston. And like you said, Divine, they have much more. And I don't want to say much more, but they're 4 or 5 or something like that. They're in that mix of one game will put you in 6, and the next game will put you in 2. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? They wanted to win that game. They came out like they wanted to win.
Yeah. I mean, it's the NBA. I mean, first of all, we know that no matter who you play on any given night, that team's gonna come out there and try to beat you. And to me, the order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. And like I said, I'm not tripping. It's the regular season, but if you look at the vibe of the team, I know they're not worried about it. They know it just they right now they on the road. They not a good road team. And like I said, if you look at the overall big picture of teams going into the playoffs, look where the Knicks were last year with their road record. Look at where they at this year. Knicks were a very good road team last year. That's why they can go in Boston and win 2 games. That's why they can go in Detroit and win a couple of games. So if you can't do that, then what that might rear its ugly head in the playoffs because they're not going on the road beating these teams. That's a problem because they didn't have that problem last year. The Knicks was a good road team last year. And like I said, that's why they went in Boston and won the game. That's why they went in there and win these games. That it don't look like that. And not because of the last 3 games. Look at the overall record. They are 20-19. They have 500 basketball team almost on the road. And we did like 10, 11 games over 500 last year, something like that. So it's just a little concerning from that standpoint because it does make a difference. You know what I mean? And I know we got the players that can get it done. But you know, I just think we got to get through this stretch. Hope everybody healthy. You know, like I said, and try to go into the playoff with a different mindset. But they got to change something. You know, and when I listen to a lot of other commentators and analysts out there, you know, I listened to Mello and Tracy McGrady and all the guys on the NBA the other day. I mean, and they see a lot of stuff that we talking about, and even like Melo said, they just got they got to lock in. But we cannot have our A1 players not scoring in the first half. You can't have that. You know, not your A1s. I can get the Ananobis, I can get the McHale's and the Josh Hart, but Jalen Brunson and Big Cat, them your superstars basically of your team. So if that happens in the playoffs, we in trouble because now you're going against better teams, stellar competition, game plans, and it's win or go home now. You know, so don't get me wrong. Do I think the Knicks will be all right? Of course I do. But am I concerned right now? Yes, I am. I'm very concerned about the way our team playing. That don't mean they ain't gonna turn it around and go in and get this thing popping and go all the way to the finals. Yeah, that can happen. But as a fan right now, I just don't like the way it's going down because I could see losing to teams. What I'm trying to say, like the OKC game, that was a hell of a good game for us. I don't even have a problem with the OKC game because we was in that game for 36 and a half minutes or 36 or let's say 38 minutes. But last night, you guys, they didn't come out and match their energy.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? They didn't match their energy. And I just think that these guys got to get locked in. They will. Shop out, they will. I'm not tripping off these teams. APAP, I think it might have something to do with the light. I don't know, on my drip. Like I said, I'm not in my normal studio where I got my normal light, so the color could be a little be different right now. So I apologize for that. But other than that, shop out, we just got to go and win the game in Memphis tonight. That's it. All boiled down to win the game in Memphis tonight.
Yeah, man. It's a flock. It's called flock. It's flock on top of a vinyl, on top of a cotton shirt. Yeah, man. It is. I mean, I'm concerned. Yes, because we've been talking about this the way they starting the games, and I don't like it. As a fan, I don't like the way they're starting the games. And I mean, that's the tweak that they need to do. And one thing I didn't like yesterday is they didn't play no Diawara yesterday. Why? I mean, I guess this is what's going to happen. Anyway, so there's some things I don't know. With a big team like that, I think you need some bigger players. But that's my opinion and stuff like that. And I mean, what he got like 3? Did he get 4 minutes? I don't even think he got that much. I don't even think he got 4 minutes. But that's just me. You know what I mean? They sport, but it is just the beginning of the games. I like that the team was all rallying around each other because they know it. They know it. They think that you see there was all no call. Like, come on, man. Come on, guys. Come on, everybody. Like, yeah, there you go. That's what you need to do. Let me get behind your starters because it's not that is it enough time for them to make a change in the starting lineup to go back to a Mitchell Roberts starting lineup and put Josh Hart back on the bench? I mean, it's something to be said, you know what I mean? Because when Mitchell Roberts is going to the bench, when Mitchell Robinson started, they can still alternate, take Cat out early or take Mitch out early where they could go play with the second unit
for sure.
Like that. Yeah,
for sure.
So they definitely could rotate that. They could definitely swing that play. Both of them 5 minutes and one first man out. sit out till they come back at halftime when the other player gets that last 7 or 8 minutes on the court. Yeah, they definitely could do that. So
let me ask you a question. What do you think is the reason for Cat's slow start? Because I mean, like the Cats, he in the game at the beginning of the shot fouls, no points for a whole half.
You know, certain teams do certain things to certain players. You know what I mean? They know how to get all right. I was saying this the other day, man. Cat knows that right now he is the #1 offensive fouler in the league, #1 in the league. You know what I mean? He gets in there and they bait him. They get him under there and they start pushing him and doing so. You see it. And then he go make a move. They bump on the side, but the refs don't see it. And then the next time he come down, he do something else to him. And now he's frustrated. He gets a lot of. I mean, I'm a fan, so I'm gonna have a bias. But if you're watching the game, if Cat was Embiid, he'd be at the line like 19 times, 20 times, like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was the other night. If that was the way Embiid, I mean, if his name was Embiid instead of Cat, because that's what Embiid does. Cat go down there and get bullied. And anyway, I don't want to get off subject so much, man, but because it's different things for me. Like Cat sometimes don't like to go down low in the beginning of games. I would love to see Cat go down there and start eating off before he even take a 3-point shot. Sometimes I don't even care if he do take a 3-point shot. I used to want him to take them now. You know what I mean? I even like the move now more than when he gets the ball at the top of the key and he up fakes and he jets to the basket. That's a dominant move he do. He does that move and it's dominant. And I mean, every time he do that move, he get fouled.
You know what's crazy to me, and to me, like what to me, here's the thing I got laid down. I want to harp on this. It's just important. I just want to talk about it because I'm the same thing you doing in the second half, you could do in the first half. I mean, like literally, it's about being aggressive coming out the door. What Cat did in the second half yesterday, you could do the same thing in the first quarter. I don't even think it's about the way the other team playing defense. It's his approach to going out there, establishing himself. Because listen, Jalen Brunson was being guarded very well last night because my man Amon Thompson is that dude on the defense side of the ball. So if you've seen Jalen Brunson kind of struggling because he got #1, he got a good tall defender on him. And Jalen Brunson, a human being like everybody else, there's somebody who can make it hard on you. But I just think last night, 2 games in a row, if Cat established himself early, he might not have been in that situation. So I think what we need to do is #1, Cat need to get back to being what he doing in the first quarter, second quarter, and then we got to get Mitchell Robinson in the starter lineup. I think going to the playoff that'd be that here's the reason why I say it, ladies and gentlemen, because if we go into playoffs, check this out, and the team starts still doing the same thing, and then Cat accidentally get in foul trouble, then what? Because now you took your best player, one of your best players out of there because he in foul trouble, and they're already going down there doing what they're doing. So I think Mike Brown got some things he need to work out, but I just think that they'd be okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm only critiquing our team right now because of the last 3 games. I'm not even going to critique them like that once the playoff get. I think when the playoff get here, the Knicks mess around and run the board, for all I know. But it is concerning to me if you look at last year and this year. At the end of the year, they are starting to wear down too much because our offense the first time all year and fell down to 4th. You know what I mean? They fell down to 4th, so that means that their energy is not there no more. They're getting tired, and it's a long season. And so we just got to find a way to be better at we do it, man. Salute to the chat. Chris was good. BS Chris was popping. Good to see you. Real talk. Piece of the guard. A lot wide looks good. My man Darren was good. Shout out to more people. I want to make sure I don't leave nobody out. Salute to the chat though, man. Everybody, man. Listen, we'll be all right. We're all right. So right now we just gotta, call it for what it is. The Knicks is not playing good basketball. And Buzzer Beater was good, my man. Peace. But tonight, Memphis, different team, not going nowhere. They got some good young players down there, but they're not going nowhere. Headed toward the lottery, as far as I know. No strays in the building. No stray was good. That's the Celtic man right there. But you know they not going nowhere. And oh yeah, so the Rodriguez, good to see you too, my man. Um, but I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we just got to get it together. Let's see how it works out tonight. A win is a win. We just need a win. D. Ross was good, my man. I see you. We just need a win. A win is a win. Get it any way you can against anybody. But we just got to get back to the East Coast and figure this thing out. And hopefully we can rectify the problem for the playoffs get here. And I'm fine. I'm fine with that. You know, I mean, I'm still confident in the team in the 7-game series. But I'm a little concerned. That's all it is. Nothing other than that, man. Ain't nobody jumping off the wagon.
I'm right there with you. I'm not. These slow starts hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Because you know how we sit in the background of what we talk about, Divine. 25 points again, 26 points a quarter. You know what I mean? This way they can stay right around their average, 104, 107 points, keeping teams. And I mean, they scoring 117, 119 points. That 8 to 12 point difference where they win. And I mean, by playing defense and hitting free throws and grabbing rebounds. Come on, man. We talk about that all the time, man. It's just they not doing it now. You know what I mean? And they be getting out rebounds and stuff like that. One of the biggest things for the Knicks is rebounding the basketball because it stops teams and it gives them a chance to push the ball where you can't set up your defense on us. You know what I mean? That makes us lethal. That gives Brunson that step. You know what I mean? That gives OG the move to get around his defender and go directly to the hole and try to throw it on you. I mean, that gives the opportunity for Josh Hart to cut through so he could throw him the ball. And when they don't do that, you see why they get outscored. You know what I mean? So yeah, concerning it is. You know what I mean? But I'm not worried about the Knicks, man. That's a hiccup in the matrix, man. They're gonna win the next 6 games straight. Let's get it.
Okay. Keep that same energy because we need it. You know, we need it. Like I said, it's I'm gonna put up the stats in a minute, and you know, and it's really what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about how much energy how much energy that you not preserving, or how much energy you wasting. And I also go back to, like I said, when you notice Cat last night when he be bully balling that shit down in the middle, you see he'll get aggressive. You know, them jump. We can't shoot jump shots against big teams because that's what they want you to do. Like KD tall, Sergon tall, Amon tall, Torrey Eason got height to him. Only one, you know, and then they did the Houston Rockets. They took out Shepard. He still had it going though off the bench, and they inserted Torrey Eason. And he was shooting terrible all year from 3-point line. He found a way to turn it. I like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Oh yeah, he was, because he remember what we did to them. Listen, I'm that was a revenge game. That's one of the games we come in here. Yeah, we played last time. We played them. I want to get them the revenge. They got their revenge. Yeah, it's only two. It's even. It's 50-50. They won it. They won at their home. We won at our home. We ain't gonna see them no more unless we see them in the finals. I mean, they make it to the finals. That's the only way we're gonna see. So 50-50. For the season, we played 50-50. They just played better at their home, and we played better at home.
Yep, for real. Yeah, that's facts right there. But let's look at these numbers right quick, man. Like I said, we 20 games, man. I always say, to me, in order to be a contender, you have to be 20 games over 500. You have to be, man. Right now, we 20 games. Right now, we literally 20 games over 500. So we got 5 games remaining after tonight. So and we got 4 tough ones. Got Atlanta's a tough one. You have Boston, Toronto, and Charlotte. Thank God them last 3 is at the Garden because we got a good home record. So, but look at that offense, ladies and gentlemen. First time all year after last night, 4th. This happened last year. We were 3rd all year, and we wound up 5th. That means they are slowing down, and they're going downhill.
The numbers show it, Divine. Fact.
Yeah, that the energy is starting to leave because it's a long season, and I get it. I'm quite sure other teams might be going through it too, but we can't critique them on I can critique the Knicks right now. So this is the same thing that happened last year. I kid you not, y'all. The Knicks was dominant out for most of the year, and then they kind of railed off at the end. I don't know, Shaw Powell, is it they took their foot off the gas, or they literally just running out of gas? I don't know if that's an intentional thing, or they're running out of gas. Because remember, this system that they in now is more moving parts and Tom Thibodeau's system. You know what I mean? It's a lot of more moving and shaking. So
I think they got to figure out what position they want to be in and who they want to go up against for them. You know what I mean? I believe it's about positioning too and playing the opponent. You know what I mean? Matchups. You know what I mean? It's about matchups. And if they're doing that, then yeah, you know what I mean? You can you're not playing the best basketball right now. So if you don't think that you can be if your offense is not popping the way you think it is, and we losing these games now, then you have to change your mentality of who's going to be here. I want the Knicks still have a chance to get into second. You know what I mean? It's not over. You know what I mean? We're down two games in the loss column. You know what I mean? We pick up this win, we play them next week. That's a game and a half. You know what I mean? A half a game. We win this game. If they lose the next game, it's still 4 or 5 games. And I mean, they go on a lose 3, we win all 5. We be right there. How it could work out, I don't know. I can't get the numbers. I haven't been able to. But I'm not second guessing this team, man. The thing that worries me is Cleveland on our tippy toes. You know what I mean? They're even with us right now. That's what worries me. I mean, and it shows that we are slowing down a little bit. So, you know what I mean, this is the reason. And if in the last couple of games, you can notice that we're slowing down because the starting unit is playing more minutes, 35, 36, 35, 30, more like Tom Thibodeau playing scenarios and stuff like that. So let's get back to some basics, man. Like some of these young guys that we've been seeing, run the 10-man rotation. What are you scared of? Run a 10-man rotation. What is the big deal? You said 9.5. Run the 10-man, man. You got big guys on the court on the bench that you could utilize against these other big teams. Run the 10-man rotation. My opinion, Diawara needs to stay in this rotation. He's not playing too well right now. I think he went through a little rookie lull or something like that. But he still needs to be out there trying to drive to the basket and get rebounds, even if it's for 4 or 5 minutes, just to be out there because he's big. It can spark him. He's young. Only thing he needs to do is get one good layup on somebody, look him down or something. Next thing you know, he's back on point and 3-pointers out the wazoo. Keep the rotation. And he's starting to trying to change the rotation a little bit and not, I don't know, maybe it's just me, man. I'm looking at too much stuff. My opinion, I like to see more minutes from Diawara still in this rotation, and you still could use him with Deuce, and I wouldn't even mind seeing Shohan too with the new haircut that he got and all that stuff. So let's get
Yeah. You know, like I said, when you lose, it brings out the bad taste. We're gonna critique everything about when you lose because that's what it should be about. We can't always give them their flowers, man. You know what I mean? That I don't think that's fair to only show them love, but don't show them the tough love when they lose in game. Because to be honest with you, if I find out the Knicks say they don't want second, they want third because who they're gonna play, they already lost. They're not going to the championship. Any team got their mindset on like I don't want second, I want third or fourth. That's crazy. If they do that, they already tapped out.
And that's
no matter. They already tapped out. You don't duck no smoke. You don't duck no smoke. You play whoever in front of you. I don't give up. You got Detroit in the first round, then you got to go in it. So what's different if you play Detroit in the first round or the second round or the third round? They beat you.
Round, right?
It don't make a difference.
Right.
I hope that's not the mentality. I don't think that's the mentality. First of all,
I hope not either. I'm just throwing it out there because it could be. You know what I mean? Because like these games that we losing, like I'm just saying, man. I'm throwing this. I hate saying hyperbole. But I'm throwing this out there because the last couple of games that we've been losing by like not losing. You know what I mean? Knicks, these last couple of years, you ain't seen no real blowout or I don't, nothing that I was like we had a chance. Even when with Houston, they started the game, what was it, like a 14-0 run to 15-2 or something like that. We still was in the game. We came all the way back and then lost it again and it kept fighting. I'm not saying that they are doing that. I don't think the Knicks would be doing that, but I'm just saying, what is it then? You know what I mean? Because I'm me, like you say, Devon, I'm hating to see Cole every time not getting super busy down low in the beginning of the quarter. He is a big opponent. A big component of what we do, especially because it establishes his big man game down there. If they come to W, it's easier for you to get the ball and kick it back out to all open shooters. You know what I mean? But you're not doing that. You're staying on the wing. You're staying on the outside. You're not playing on the inside. You know what I mean? I need him to get in there and get some bully ball in there, man. I OG gets in there sometimes, but anyway, I've been, yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, we ran because we all as Knicks fans feel like our team has let us down right now. I don't have a problem with that. We got a right to feel like this because when like I said, when Knicks is winning, we ain't here like we giving them all the praise. We be like, yo, you do ain't nobody effing with y'all. So you know what? When they losing, we gotta call the stink. We gotta call it what it is. They stinking. And don't get me wrong, Charlotte was hungry. Do I think Charlotte is Charlotte better than the Knicks? No, absolutely not. That was the first game they beat us in so many ties. You know what I mean? But they was more energy that night. They was more hungry. They straight fighting for something. And
yeah,
so
they trying to move to 7. They trying to really move.
Right.
I gotta look. They might be at 6 or 7.
Yeah. So they had that Charlotte game. They were more energized than us. And you know the Knicks on any given night, and you could tell it's the energy thing. Because I'm gonna tell you why. How many rebounds we had in the Charlotte game? Like 16, 70, 20 or something. So you know that's not normal. It's not normal for Knicks to have 20 rebounds against OKC. The better team beat you. Ain't nothing else you can say about that. OKT is a better team right now. That don't mean the Knicks can't beat them. But that night they were better than us. You know what I mean? And we didn't adjust to the foul call. We did not adjust to a lot of things. And when you can't have all our guys off. Like even if Jalen Brunson got it going, we still need Anunoby or Cat somebody to step up with him. I always say if you could give me 2 dudes who score 20 in a night, Knicks pretty much could beat anybody. But see, look what happened last night. Big Cat was the only one who had 20, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't even think Jalen Brunson got 20 last night. Like Anunoby or Mikal. So
I know last time, yeah, Mikal. I mean, OG definitely he was missing shots every day. I think he maybe only got 10 or 12 points. I don't think he got.
Yeah, and it's just an energy. It's a tired thing. They at the end of the season they starting to wear down, and you can go 15 rounds in a fight. Once you get to that 12th round, your body language changes.
Good. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
Chosen. Yep,
you can hear me.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Sharp Power, like you could be in a 15-round fight.
All right.
And in time you get to that 12th
I'm gonna go
round,
out. I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, your legs start getting.
You hear us? You can't hear us? No.
Yeah, I hear him. Him. But yeah, Sharp Power, I was saying, you know, you can be in a boxing match, and when you get to that 10th and 9th round, them punches start catching up to you. Your legs start getting tired, your shoulders start hurting, and you just got to find a way to will yourself to get to the 15th round. You know what I mean? And I think that's what the Knicks are going through right now, just like a lot of other teams in the NBA. It's a long damn season. So right now, they running out of gas a little bit because it's that rigorous. You know what I mean? And they just got to retool and refocus. And I think they will. So I'm not too concerned about it. But I just don't like the way. I don't like what's going on right now. I can tell you that, but that don't mean that it's going to stay that way. Because, like I said, they can go and win the next 6 games. For all I know, they can go and win all this shit.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm feeling the same way, Devon. Like yes, it is concerning to see the Knicks starting games slow. And like I said earlier, I don't care if you got 32 points and you give up 30. You know what I mean? I would rather you be ahead than behind, giving up more points than you should, because now you got to catch up. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel. So I just think the Knicks gotta, I don't know what he is tweaking the lineup a little bit too. You know what I mean? He's trying different things. I noticed that too right now. Like this is like back when was this like February, and she's like trying to, anyway, I hope that he figures it out, you know what I mean, Brown, you know what I mean, how he wants to run this lineup, because that 9.5 really needs to work for this team, because when we win is when we have guys that are more healthy or more energetic or more have more chutzpah with them, more air in their lungs and stuff like that. The last couple, I think, what was it? One game it was like a Tibbs game. They won Mikal was 39, or was it Joshua 39, 37, 30? I was like, oh, whoa. We keeping these guys at like 31, 32 minutes. Now you got 40, 39. Oh, come on. So let's run some. I'm not, like you said, I'm not saying that they're trying to lose some games, but I would rather see if they're going to lose some games like this, to utilize the guys on the bench so they can be ready. Utilize Diawara right now. He is hot. He's in a slump. And if you keep him on the bench, you don't know when he's going to come out the slump. Use him now. We done lost 2 games in a row. Right? How many games? Yes, we should have used him. We didn't use him in both of those games. What is I telling you? I'm not saying it's him for a reason, but his length, his athleticism, him getting down court, he can pass the ball. Get him in there, man. So anyway, that's how I'm feeling about that. I see what he's trying. I mean, I'm not liking what he's trying to do, Brown, but I see he's trying to tinker with stuff now. I think he's still going to get 4 more wins, 3 or 4 more wins out of this next 5. I probably got 5 games left. I think he's going to get 3 more wins. He may get all 5, but I think he's going to bang down to get 3 more wins, because if he even win tonight, when we play Boston, we play Boston next, right? After this game, right?
No, Atlanta.
Oh yeah, Atlanta. All right. So yeah, we got 2 games. You know what I mean? We got 2 hard games, man. We got to win tonight and win against Atlanta before we see Boston. So let's get it.
Yeah, let me go over the injury report and everything. Then I'll open up for Nick Nation and Jay Chosen. Bet y'all got hanging there for a second. Yeah, right quick, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all look at the Knicks in their white drip tonight, Memphis in their bluish drip tonight. Alvarado's going to be starting tonight. It looked like Jalen Brunson might not be playing tonight. Mikal, Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. For them guys, Cedric Kyle was there, Javon Small, G.G. Jackson, who's a beast in his own right, and these other guys I haven't heard of. I don't know who they got scratched there, but their injury report is loaded. Game time decision, Jalen Brunson ankle. I would sit Jalen Brunson tonight. You don't even get. I don't care if you lose the game. Don't play Jalen Brunson tonight. Duke Sobride is going to be out, even though he played last night. He's going to be out. Mitchell Robinson is also out tonight. So we got 2 of our two of our bench players out tonight, and that means you will see Diawara and Shamet them tonight, because Shamet should be back tonight. Them guys, they just loaded with injuries, ladies and gentlemen. Al Demanda is out for the season. Caldwell Pope out for the season. Brandon Clark out for the season. Zach Edey out for the season. Todd Gibson, game time decision. Ladies and gentlemen, they are decimated, man. Taylor Hendricks, game time decision. Ty Jerome out. Ja Morant out for the season. Scottie Pippen Jr. out for the season, and Jalen Wells out for the season. They are literally tanking, ladies and gentlemen. So you might as well quit that in a nutshell. Them dudes is tanking, man. They are done. Well, listen, man. Nick Nation and Jay Chola, what's good, my people? What's going on with y'all?
Oh, what's good, brother?
Everything good, my man.
Trillin, you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, sir.
What up, Jay?
That was weird, man. I was on the phone with everybody I could hear. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I was listening to you guys, man. All I kept thinking was, I just kept going,
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. You don't like losing like that. You don't like to be in the state of mind because you know your team is better than the way they're playing. And that's what it boiled down to me. This team is better than the way they're playing right now. I get it. It's the end of the season, and your legs starting to get tired. Like I said a few minutes ago, you could be in a 15-round boxing match. You get to that 12th round, your legs, or 10th round, your legs start going. But what's going to carry you through the other 3 rounds? Your will. Not only your skill, your will going to. I don't care how tired you are. Your will going to push you through the next 3 rounds to get to that final round. And I think right now that the Knicks they got to find a way to will these games. If your energy is down, your legs are sore, you got to find a way to bring your will out there, and that's your competitive nature. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's what it boiled down to. So.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you gotta find a way, no matter what it is. You gotta find a way, and for some reason, I feel like in these types of games, in the recent last few years, we found a way. Our will was very. It was. I mean, and look, we. I believe we have a deeper team than last year. Obviously, we have a different coach, and we have different ways that this coach does stuff. And like for me personally, I thought Diawara should have played 20 minutes last night, not 3 minutes, 20. He was tall. He's lanky. He's young. he could have ran with those guys, even if he had
His
low
numbers are
numbers.
down. His numbers are down right
Right,
now.
right,
His
right.
numbers are
Even
down
if
right
he
now.
had low
Yeah, his numbers
numbers,
are down a little
he
bit.
could have
His
been
shooting,
a
his shooting
pest.
and his field goal percentage are down a little bit. But you don't bench him,
Yeah,
and don't give him no minutes and keep him on a shutdown and not give him no dang minutes so he can get out of that slump. That's in my opinion. In
right.
my opinion. Sorry.
No, that's totally it. And then how you ever gonna find out how are you gonna find out? Like right now, we needed tall, fast people. That is the only person on the bench that is tall, fast, like that is the guy. Bench wise, I'm saying. And you gotta use it. So like, like at a certain point, and yeah, man, look, man, long season, bumping and you know what I'm saying, all the bumps and bruises, all the elbows you took, all the non-fouls, all the things that you went through, all those things are come through. But the will, like you said, the will gotta be there, and the bench looked defeated, and sometimes when you looked on the court, they did. And I don't like that look. Like it didn't make sense. And it still doesn't make. I've been going over it all night, rewatch some of it. I have no idea why he didn't get. I'm talking about just Cat here. If he just does not even a half, a third, and a couple more passes of what he did in that second half, we win the game.
Yeah.
So I'm a little perturbed. And let's not forget, well, I'm my team. It's our team, man. I love our team. So no one likes to lose. And I'm a little emotional about it. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like
let me before I pass Nick Nature, because I wanted to get it here. Here's one thing I will say though.
Yeah.
One thing that they are not doing, and I'm glad they're not losing their competitor spirit. Now they might be looking like but they're not losing their competitive spirit, because a lot of them get. Listen, they went up 17. They got right back in that game. And the OKC, they not losing their competitive spirit. I think the energy is starting to run out, because
the energy.
Yeah, because
I eat 20 minutes for Duara.
Go ahead, Nick Nation, my man. Salute to you, my
Yep,
brother.
that's the number.
Salute, fellas. Salute. Cheer up, fellas, man. Listen, it's bigger things going in life. Sometimes, you get the cookie, you get the ice cream, you know what I'm saying? Some days, you know what I mean? Now you don't, Right. Like when we was kids, you was in that nap, you get up, you got that cookie, you was like, yeah, it's all right. We'll get that cookie again. Mm-hmm. But right now it's tough, man. It's just tough. We
now want cookies.
We have a.
I got some carrot cake here.
So
send me a piece. Send me a piece.
I could have sworn I sent you my address. Don't do me dirty. I like that kind
of stuff. Send me a piece.
But you know what I mean. Listen, man. This is a different year, a different coach, and there's a difference. These guys kind of did run through a wall for Tibbs. We have to give that. You know what I mean? He may have played him too many minutes, but at no time did they not still have that full admission and drive. Look at my man. See how my man, you did me dirty, bro.
I want my cookie.
I want my cookie. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we all knew at my age and what's name time, you know what I'm saying? You had that little nickel. You had that nickel. You had like a nickel or two, because you had to give that in for the milk and the milk and cookie. That was the milk and cookie money. You know what I'm saying? That was very important. You put that in your pocket. Your mother gave that to you. You know what I mean? It was very important when you went out. That was big time. But
remember them chocolate chips and the butter crunch and the brown bag. Anyway, go ahead.
Don't even talk about those butter crunch. I still love them things. All right, let's go. What's the name? And the peanut butter. Oh my God! Oh, this guy's killing me. But listen, just as it's one of the things that's kind of driving me crazy with the team is that when we go into games, I can never really tell what our game plan is. You know, that's one of the things that weirds me out. It weirds me out that, like, I can see what the other team is trying to do to us, but I can never see on a consistent basis of what our game plan is. I mean, it's because those are different things that have, you know, how you run your offense, how it's structured. You know what I mean? That's different. You know what I mean? Because it's simple as the same as, like, you know, when you play chess, you set up the chessboard. You know what I mean? You might know how to move the parts, but if you ain't got no game plan and no strategy on how you come at me and attack me, you know what I mean? There's the Pinsky this, there's the, you know what I mean? There's the Queen's Gambit. Those are all structural games plans that are, you know, driven in different ways, but those are game plans. I'm still trying to figure out at times what Mike Brown's game plan is. That is disturbing. Another thing is disturbing is that we know they won't run through, you know, to me, I can tell that ship has sailed. They will not run through a wall for this coach as the same as they did Tibbs. That is clear as day. How we get around this problem, I don't, you know what I mean? Because there needs to be a maturity factor, you know what I mean? Things like that. Besides the other plays, there were so many plays last night too that I'm not going to put everything on Mike. Some of these plays, you know what I mean, like low IQ, that it was like, why would you do, why wouldn't you do this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many suffering differences that those are problems. Like the lineup strategy, it is tough. I love Hart's energy, but Hart puts us in very bad situations when his mind is not 100% grind and attack the basket. Because if it's just even as an ego for me, I'm gonna tell you like this: as an ego for me, I'm in the NBA. I made it this far. I know what a team things to do. But you leaving me wide open on purpose, I'm attacking you every time. And this point where you look at the basket, I mean, where you don't look at the basket, those are things as a, you know, Josh Hart is 6'5". He's really a guard. We're using him as a, you know what I mean, as a wing, you know what I mean? In other situations, we're using him. But you're a guard. Your job and your what's name is to attack. And when you're not attacking, you are hurting us, because that allows these teams to slack back off of you. That allows where Cat is sitting there with a double team in his lap for no reason. Did you see the one play where it got down into the paint, where he threw a pass? He was 5 feet away from the basket.
Right.
He threw it to Cat, which was a foot away, which was double teamed already. It's low IQ plays like that drive me insane.
Hey, so, Nick, not to cut your thought off, but it was one play, ladies and gentlemen. No, you're fine. I just want to make sure I follow up on what you're saying. It was one play. Josh Hart was like 3 feet from the basket. Instead of going and doing a layup, he pulled up for a mid-range shot with 3 feet away from the basket. You don't do that. You go in there and take that. You take that contact. You take the contact. And hopefully you get a bucket or you get fouled. You don't pull up with a midi with 3, 4 feet. I seen that last night. I was so upset at Josh Hart. I'm like, Josh, I get it though. I like Josh Hart. You can't pull up 3 feet from the basket shooting a jump shot. You right there by the basket.
Right. And it's something that he doesn't do, Divine. It's something he doesn't know what to do. It's like, it felt so outworldly, like otherworldly. Like I didn't understand why he even did that. That was crazy to me. He was going 1,000 miles an hour.
I'm gonna take the solution is to me. The solution is Mike Brown's been thinking about it. Like I said, I was listening to A and Begley. Them, you know, they got to start Mitchell Robinson. If the Knicks want to go only reason I'm saying that is because the defense pressure. You got to put our team other than Big Cat. Everybody that started lineup is under 6'7". Everybody. Except you want to give Anunoby 6'7", 6'8". Okay, I give him close to 6'8". So it's a 7-foot Cat. And everybody 6'7" or under. Everybody. So and if Josh Hart, who's your second best rebounder in that starting lineup, if you got a guy he playing who's taller than him, who might be more aggressive that night, Josh Hart gonna have to fight for the rebound. You put Big Cat in there with Mitchell Robinson. Number one, you got your defense anchor in that middle. then you can let Big Cat focus more on his offense game for at least that first quarter, because you could, and see before Nick Nation and Shop out, because 4 minutes into the game, you could take one of them out. It ain't like, you know what I mean? I just think they got to go back to that double big lineup, because I just don't think it's too many people who shooting the ball. Brunson want to shoot it, Mikhail want to shoot it, Cat want to shoot it, and Anobi want to shoot it, and Josh Hart want to shoot it. To me, that's not basketball. You need to at least have three defense players and some offense players, or vice versa, or 2 offense players and 3 defense players, or 3 defense players and 2 offense players. But when you got 5 guys, everybody trying to get a shot, I think only works. I only think it works for a while. Then I think after a while, it's going to affect your defense. So I think they need to go back to Mr. Robinson. I think he's been thinking about it from what Ian Beckley was saying. I think they should do it, because number one, your defense is better. It takes the pressure off Anunoby and them. So I don't know.
He's been playing that lineup, and he likes to play that lineup with Josh. I mean, with Josh Hart. I mean, he likes to play that lineup with Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. I mean,
start the game with it.
You know what I mean?
Start the game with it.
Bro, you know what's crazy is we 77 games in. Y'all still trying to figure that out. And
now you want to do it right.
That's
weird,
my biggest thing.
It's weird. Let's call it for what it is. It's weird.
Because you see, even till yesterday, he's still tweaking the lineup, man. He's still tweaking the lineup.
Do you remember just last month we heard it was just last month we heard still trying to figure out some plays that we're going through. What?
I think he's
that's like me saying I'm just trying to figure out how to shave. You know, I'm 50, but I'm just right now I'm figuring out how to shave. Like, come on, man. Like, so that question that you asked last night.
Please tell me when you figure it out how to shave. Please tell me. I gotta figure it out.
No, I will. Probably be around about when I'm your age, around 82. But you know, yeah, don't worry about it. I usually get that straight razor. The question you said yesterday, does one of them go? That is something that I have not stopped thinking about, and I think it's 100% yes.
I see my glasses.
And I think it's going to be more than that. I think you look at the team now. Whoever you love, whoever you like, whoever it is that you think you love or you like, or whatever it is, and enjoy them while you got them. Because I really believe there's going to be some sort of, I'm not going to say overhaul. Overhaul really means change everything.
If the Knicks get bumped in the first round to the Raptors, everybody on the board.
Yeah, and that is a fact.
Oh, the whole coaching staff, Leon Rose, they might even try to get Dolan for something. He went to that. No, I don't even put that out.
Yeah, they might take Rockefeller Center from him. Rockefeller Center's gone.
So, whatever, man. If they look like if we mess up with the Raptors or something like that, and in the first round they lose to them, oh yeah, everybody going.
But here's something, and I'm gonna keep this a buck right now. I still got the Knicks going to the final.
Right. There's no doubt they just got to put it together, man. I'm tired of these slow quarters.
Because, listen, you got to remember, it's a different season, but we got the same group of characters that went deep. It's not like this team is not good. It's
you're right.
Mike Brown is the different ingredient to this team. He's just a different ingredient. Listen, these boys knocked off some good teams last year. They won like they no scrub now. Even before Jason Tatum went down, Knicks was beating them anyway. Give a fuck, Jason Tatum didn't go down last year. We was beating them. In Detroit, we had their number. I think this team is just in a slump right now from an energy standpoint, but I do not like the energy that I'm seeing. I think Mike Brown, what you said, the verdict is still out on him. Let's see. We could deal with all this in the all season. Because I don't know.
Divine, I don't want to be the pea in your Cheerios, but the only flaw in your system is that this guy sometimes be bugging out so bad, because I saw that even too last night, where a player's going and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, come over here. I'm going to arrest you.
Yeah.
What?
Like, all
This
right.
dude just popping fire. I know. Let's sit him down.
See,
Don't never pee in my
I
Cheerios.
remember when I said this earlier. I'm not trying to say that they're doing the game. I'm not trying to say that they trying to reposition themselves to play a team that they want to play. I'm not saying they're doing that. But dang nabbit, I said the same thing that Nick Nation just said. I said, what is he doing? Why is he doing 2 games in a row? I said, what is he doing? What is OKC? Check it out. Cat was on fire. OKC. Why you take? Anyway, my bad.
It's weird.
I'm not saying they're trying to match up to a team, but I'm just saying.
Let me say this real quick, because we're gonna get out in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
The reason why I'm saying that, because all the stuff we're talking about, we did the same thing to Tibbs last year.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, that's
a fact.
We did the same thing to Tibbs last year. Tibbs suck. He can't coach. He did to get him out here. I think he's terrible. We do this to all the coaches because we don't like losing. Don't get me wrong. Mike Brown might not be that. He might not be the coach for a great coach. But damn, the Knicks ain't like a lot of other teams in the NBA right now.
Right.
The Knicks 20 games. They 20 games over 500. It ain't like the. I could see if the Knicks was like, okay, 5th to 6th or 7th or 8th, under all the circumstances and all the variables. Let's put all of it in there. Right. Is Mike Brown a great coach? No, he's not. He ain't no bad coach. He got our boys 20 games over 500. So I'm gonna judge Mike Brown. Listen, when the playoffs come, if Mike Brown don't get the New York Knicks to the finals, he need to be out of here. But because I think that man, he done coached enough basketball in his lifetime. He know how to. He done been around a while. Right. His resume is better than Tibbs.
I want Tibbs back. 10th game in. I
think we would have 61 wins right now if Tibbs was here.
Right.
That's possible.
I agree with that. Only difference, though, I'm going to say this. Only difference.
With him.
Yep, that's true, too. Only difference I would say, though, is we didn't say that about Tibbs for 3 years. 4 years.
Every year for that dude, Jay Chosen.
No. Let's keep it real. As he was bringing us up and up and up and up.
3 years.
We weren't doing that to him. It was towards the latter years when we were saying, Mikal playing, he's number 1 in minutes. This guy's number 2 in minutes. This guy's number 4 in minutes. But when he was bringing Nerlens Noel and all these guys to the playoffs and all these other guys, we were applauding him. We didn't do that the very first year.
Here's what I'm trying to say. The majority of fans in the NBA thought Tibbs wasn't a good coach. I mean, I had this show for 5 years, and
everybody hated Tibbs.
They always hated Tibbs.
I hear you. No, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Everybody
hated Tibbs. Tibbs sucked. He can't get nobody past the 3rd round. He ain't never been to the finals. I even tried to make this point. You know why Tibbs didn't get to the finals? Because LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh in Miami was ruling, and before that they had Kevin Garnett, Paul, they was running this shit. So he didn't have the But man, they used to throw darts at Tibbs like crazy. He played the guys too long. He don't never do this, and he did a wonderful job for the Knicks. But you can't please everybody. Like even right now, listen, I could throw darts at Mike Brown all day, but I want Mike Brown to get our boys to I don't want the man to fail. I don't want Mike Brown to fail. I might not agree with some of his coaching philosophies, but that don't mean I want him to fail. I want the Knicks to go to the finals.
I don't want none of them
to fail. You know what I mean? But he got some things that he's not good at. But he also got some things that good. But also, too, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't only the coach too. Now we got to put the variable on the players and the coach.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Because listen,
definitely.
Let me say this right quick. Mike Brown didn't give up a 17-point lead last night.
Facts.
Nope.
That wasn't Mike Brown. That was the players.
He tried to stop the bleeding by calling on them damn timeouts.
Right. Mike Brown wasn't guarding KD last night.
That's a fact.
He wasn't.
No, and neither was.
We 10 minutes in. Let's wrap it up.
And neither was anybody else.
Right. Facts.
Hey, bro, ain't no rush. I can tell you what they're gonna do in the first quarter. You want
there
no
you
rush.
go. There you go, nigga. There you go. There you go.
I can tell you right now what they're gonna do in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
There you
Predictable.
go.
You're right about that first
They
round.
probably down 7 points right now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep your blood pressure down, bro. I'm trying to help you right here.
No, this was
I'm the
gonna
medical
happen.
assistant.
This was gonna happen tonight. Alvarado gonna go off. Nick's gonna have a big lead, and everybody gonna say, "See, Brunson sucks. He the man. He the one right there."
Yeah, you're right. You know, you're nailing it.
That's a fact.
Where's
David Brunson? It's
Brunson.
David.
It's Brunson. It ain't
David will tell
Caddis
you
Brunson.
right now.
See what Alvarado doing? No, that's what's
right. Yeah,
David's gonna tell you right now.
Check it out.
It's
I got
Brunson.
the New York Knicks losing tonight. It's like,
Yikes!
April.
Yo, I love that you said.
Oh, happy birthday, Mitchell Robinson! I think today's his birthday. His birthday the first, right? I think his birthday the first.
What up, Mitch?
I got the New York Knicks. I got the New York Knicks winning tonight, man. I got to winning every night, man. It's all good, man. But like I said, it's tough, man. I'm glad we can laugh and joke about it. And like I said, we gotta critique these guys when they're not doing well. Call them out, man. That's what you're supposed to do. And when they do well, we reward them. But when they ain't doing well, we got to call them out. And right now, our guys not playing well, and Mike Brown not coaching well. It's not only Mike Brown, it's the players too. Because like like I said, Mike Brown don't shoot the 3-point shot. Mike Brown don't rebound the basketball. But what Mike Brown need to do is when they not doing it right, make your adjustments. Right. And get the war in there or get this guy in there. So listen, the whole team's stinking up from Leon Rose all the way down. Right now, the whole Knicks organization stinking it up right now.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, who's
it's
that?
true.
That guy's funny. Is it? Am I saying is right? Strays? No strays. Z1.
Yeah, no strays. Yeah, no strays.
Yeah, he's funny. He said the Celtics got 53 points in the first quarter. The East is a wrap, fella.
He said, "You got what?"
He said that the Celtics got 53 points in the first quarter. He said the East is a wrap. Like that's it.
He damn should do. Oh my God. 53.
They really got 53 points
in the first quarter?
Yeah, 53 to 33.
Yeah. He said Brown's got 20-something points in the first quarter. Yeah, Brown's got 20-something points, he said, in the first quarter. Somebody put that down.
Damn, Shaw, that's money right there. That's anyway. Anyway, look, I got the Knicks winning. I'll start it off. I got the Knicks winning tonight. I'm saying with you. I think I would like to see Mikhail come out and do something like really have a defined game, and I don't know, man. I just don't know. I just want them. I want them to win. I think the score is going to be 111-97. 111-97.
Yeah.
And who's your guy?
And I'm gonna go with the guy you just said, Alvarado.
Yeah, I got the New York winning tonight too. I got them winning, of course. I'm gonna go with DeWara tonight. I think he's gonna be that Deuce McBride is out. Deuce McBride and Jalen Brunson is out. Alvarado Sham is gonna get a lot of ball playing. Clarkson get a lot of ball playing. But I think DeWara could be that guy tonight. I'll be honest with you. I hope the Knicks just play majority of all the bench tonight. I don't.
Ain't got no choice.
I wouldn't even risk playing them starters like that. Like Anunoby, they sit all of them down, for real. But I tell you this right here, Shaw Powell. The game Friday is Chicago Bulls, then Atlanta, then the last three. So they got the Bulls Friday.
Oh, Chicago Bulls.
In the Garden. Then they go to Atlanta. Then they close it out at home.
3 games. That's what I meant. I was like 2 games or 3 games. That's what
I got the New York Knicks 115, the 107. The reason why I say 115, 107, first of all, I think we got more talent than they do. Everybody in their team is gone. All of them gone. All they rotation players and bench players, other than G.G. Jackson. So I think we win tonight. I just want to get the win. I want to get to 50 wins and try to close out the season on a good note, man. Hopefully we can win this game. They might be under 500 team, but we still got to win the game. Go beat these guys tonight. Go beat Chicago tonight. Friday night, and then try to close it out against some 3 top teams in the Garden. After you play Atlanta, then you close it out in the Garden. So we'll see.
Shot, did you do yours?
115, 101.
No. Yeah, I'm
Who's your guy?
Man, I got
DeWara.
I'm simple tonight. I'm gonna say right around where we are. I'm 112 to 101. Rebounded basketball is one of my key things to do tonight, and as always. And my player of the game is going to be Shohan. I think Shohan's going to get out here. He had for me, I mean, we didn't have many minutes, but I think he got a nice little dunk one. I think I only seen one little highlight of him.
I think you're respecting his haircut.
Yeah, and the haircut. So let's see if he a little bit more rebounds and another dunk. What I say? 112, 101.
That'll work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
112,
with.
101.
Well, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip on you. I know I was just talking shit about my Knicks, but I'm gonna flip it, and all of a sudden I'm gonna flip to SGA like on y'all real quick. Well, I'm thinking my team. They're gonna come in here and they're gonna go really hard. So I'm gonna say 204 Knicks to 102. Whatever that other team is, those bums. We're not gonna deal with them like that real quick. So we're gonna scrap them. And I got us beating them by 100. And my player's Kolick. I think he's gonna drop about 70 to 75 tonight, and he'll be the highlight rookie of the year. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with, fellas. All right, we good with that?
A little more wine. Is that good?
With
a little more Urkel. A little more Urkel.
With the cheese.
Yeah.
I ain't messing with y'all.
Yo, y'all was off the chain, bro.
Oh man.
I flipped it.
That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. A little more Urkel in it.
Man, you have to cry.
I flipped it for you.
Oh man.
I ain't get the hell out of here, man. I ain't messing with you.
Hey, cats.
Hold on. Let me give you my Mike Brown voice. Here go Mike Brown voice.
Exactly. Let me hold on. Here go my brown face. Here go my Mike Brown face. Ready?
Oh man, you're killing me tonight.
Yeah, you got to blurt out a color. Orange.
Yeah, it does. This is Mike Brown. What happened?
Mike Brown does sign language. He'd be like this.
Right.
He does. He definitely has to be.
Yeah.
It's all good. Listen,
definitely this one.
We appreciate you guys hanging there with us, man. We'll be back in the building Friday for sure. Be back on our
hit that like, subscribe.
Hit that button for your brother.
Word up.
Yeah, man. But that was a good one though. That SGA for crazy, some crazy shit.
Oh man, I ain't even mess with you. That was an inner laugh right there. That was the inner laugh. That wasn't like the
I Kaiser associate you. I Kaiser Sosa. Kaiser Sosa. I flip
you.
I flip it.
Kaiser Sosa. I'm gonna start.
Which is so great.
I think Nick Nation might be right. I think Tyler Cole might go off tonight. He the backup point guard tonight. He probably go off tonight.
Is that your guy tonight?
That would be nice.
Look, that's what
these guys that they're probably playing gonna be more like a G League team, right? I think all you guys are out. So let's see what happens.
It's my guy. He's gonna have like 70. He's gonna have like 75 points and probably like 22 assists. Maybe about 8 rebounds. Yeah, that's a good number for him.
That's my guy.
Hey, check it out. If Cat don't score in the first half of the day,
yo, he can't come back. He cannot come back.
Yo, stop playing, man. Stop playing.
If Cat
I
don't
was
score
with
the first half
you
of the day,
until you said that. Stop playing.
I'm like, you ain't getting no extension no way, but no.
Word.
Cat probably go by 70 tonight. If you don't go by 70 tonight, I'm gonna something wrong. Listen, man. Let's get out of here, man.
He's gonna get 68 points.
Then if he gets 68, if he gets 68, I'm benching him.
I want him to get as many points as he's getting paid tonight. How about that? Go out there and go out how much you're getting paid.
Facts.
I'll be happy.
Knicks down 14 already.
Damn. I quit.
April Fools.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
I had to do something.
Stop playing. I flip all this shit over. I flip all this.
I can't even find it. I ain't got
It's on regular. I think it's on NBC, so y'all can watch the game if you don't have no streaming devices or something like that. So
it's on NBC though, still too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just on NBC.
Nah, it's
Hey,
not
D. Rod, you know I mess with y'all, man. It's all good. But listen, let's
It's
go.
on. It's on. It's on Roku. It's on a brand new thing called Simon Says.
Bye.
But
Let's get it. Nick's real talk. Let's get it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But yo, all jokes aside, let's go Knicks. Come on.
Yo, you heard my
22
man.
to 16 right now.
You heard my man. Going to resign with the Knicks next year too. What's my man name? Giannis.
Giannis.
April Fools.
Now I know it's April Fools now. Yeah, I know it's April Fools now. I know it's April Fools. 24-16. All right.
Giannis and LeBron coming here.
You can keep LeBron, but I bet you Giannis might be really on the table.
Giannis and LeBron. They're gonna let go of Cat and Mikal.
Real quick, would you take LeBron for his last year if it was his last year? Would you take him if it was a cheap and easy way to get him?
Yeah,
if it was a cheap deal, and we got Giannis, yeah, I would take him. If we got
with Giannis,
yeah, I would. Yeah.
Hey, let me say this, and I'm not even a LeBron fan and all that. There's nobody in the Knicks better than LeBron.
That's a fact.
Nobody in the Knicks better than LeBron.
Close out the game,
even at 40, there's nobody on the Knicks team better than LeBron James.
Nah, I still won't take him.
I dislike LeBron so much. The player LeBron.
Hey, listen, check it out. He ain't gonna give you Mikal numbers. He ain't gonna give you Anunoby numbers. He gonna give you them numbers every night. He ain't gonna be no one night I'm hot, one night I'm off, one night I'm this. No, LeBron James will give you 20 every night. See, that's a problem.
Defensively, he's trash now.
Yeah, he's not as good as but he can still pass the ball too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, the hindsight, his 2020 is pretty good with that too. You know what I mean,
he's good for a good. If you're
6.
playing him 17, 18 minutes, a good 17, like 70 minutes.
Oh
yeah, he can still do that.
I think it was a +5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah. I don't think his ego would allow that though.
Yeah. Hey, listen, and to be honest, right quick, LeBron and the Lakers third in the West. They third in the West, bro.
Yeah,
right.
Money, $20.
Yeah, all right, I'm out.
He going to Cleveland though, but he going back to Cleveland anyway. So
yeah, finish it out. I think so too. Why not? Right? Close the saga out. Make it like
close the saga out.
Right? Yeah,
if they fall short, if Cleveland falls short, LeBron gonna be in Cleveland next year. I guarantee you that. Because they ain't got nobody to do what he do.
I can see him trying to make a move on. I can see him trying to make a move on a franchise though. I can see him trying to muscle his way.
Or I tell you, he'll go two options. It's either Cleveland or Golden State. I think that's going to be his option. Cleveland, or he's going to go with Steph Curry next year and try to help Steph Curry get that last time. Him LeBron, and Jimmy Butler and Draymond. I think they're going to try to do that shit next year. So, but listen, let's go, man. You know we must not be into that Knicks game. We still up here running our mouth about the Knicks. So we want to care about that game.
24-16 too. That's the score right now. 5 minutes and change.
Who are we? Are
Knicks up? Knicks are up. 24-16.
Baby, that's the way we pose to start. That's all I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's the start I'm talking about.
He took 2 shots. Just
who, Cat?
Cat. I think he took 2 shots.
Cat be like that in the first quarter sometimes. I don't know what it is. Anyway, he ain't Jew. Anyway, we talk about this later. I'm going to go watch the game.
Yo, peace, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Hit that like, subscribe, and everybody, man, in the chat. Thank y'all. I see y'all. We see y'all Friday, my man, and all that good stuff. But thank y'all for being patient with us, man. We be back in the studio Friday. We get it popping for sure. Everything, man. The Nick Nation, Jay Choden, Shot Powers. I see y'all, brother. I'm glad you made it back safe, Shot Powers. I'll talk to you on the other side, my man.
Yes, sir, Ski. Yes, sir, Ski.
Peace, everybody. Peace.